Afternoon, Kate. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Thanks so much for your inquiry again on our 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander sitting here in front of me, the LS all-wheel drive in turbo diesel. Only done about 80,000 Ks for 31,990 drive away. Like I said, literally just hit the yard, so it's only just been photoed, I think, late yesterday afternoon, so it still needs the stickers. It's literally just come onto the yard. Thanks so much for your inquiry. Obviously, understand you are down south, so a bit of an idea who we are. We're obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. So we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. I'm currently standing at 77 Mulgrave Road. You can see town just over that way. I've also got our massive location, our main location up at 235 Mulgrave Road as well, where we've got our Toyota Lexus showrooms and service departments and all that kind of stuff as well. And it can fit basically the overflow and everything else down here. So we house a bit over 200 cars and sell pretty much that as well every month, and on top of that as well. So great news is we get some awesome cars just like this Mitsubishi here in front of me. Like I said, the whole idea of this video is just to take you through service history. It's got full service history as well, just a one owner. It looks like it was a council down in New South Wales. So full service history through there and an absolute glamour. So starting from the very, very front, looking incredibly clean across the actual bonnet there. You should be able to see that. I've tried to get this in the shade so you can actually see as well, so the sun's not blocking anything off for you. So a little bit of dust across there, just from the actual shade sails above. We've got a tiny, no, that's just a little bit of dirt, but tiny little stone chip, just about the size of half of the tip of your pen, just there. And a tiny, just a little one, just there as well. But otherwise very clean across the rest of the bonnet there. Just a little one that side too. But other than that, those genuine protectors do an awesome job for that. So very, very minor marks on there. So super clean across the actual grille itself. Again, just a little tiny stone chip on the front, but very clean through the rest of it. Same sort of thing, just a few tiny little ones. But all that kind of thing, don't stress. If it's a concern for you, let me know, and we can actually talk to management and see if we can get those touched up for you as well. So that way they're sealed off. But let me know. It's like I said, they are extremely minor. I'm just trying to be as picky as we possibly can for you. So I've kicked these tyres out too, so you can see yourself, absolutely stacks of tread left on there, heaps of tread left in there. And of course, being the LS, we've got these awesome alloy wheels. So looking very clean across there too, just trying to see if there's any gravel rash or anything. No, it's just a little bit of dirt as well. So super clean in there as well, as you go over it. So no chips or cracks or anything through the windscreen there too. And same across the roof. Down the passenger side there as well, so no dents or anything like that in the doors either. So very clean through the actual bodywork itself. And a tiny little sort of smudge just there. In fact, never mind, that's just come off as well. So we get them re-detailed before when we send them down to yourself as well. So keyless entry, being the LS, so we've got keyless entry here as well. Oh, just drop the keys for you. So two keys for this one, two genuine keys. So if we lock those up, it's going to tuck those mirrors in, and then with that one as well, unlock it, it's going to send that back out. So we've got the keyless entry on the door handles here too, so you can push these ones here. As long as keys are within proximity of this door, it's going to lock that up. And then same thing to unlock it as well. So you got that on both the front doors. Should have it on the boot there too. Very tidy through the inside here, through those door cards, inner door cards. Just a tiny sort of little bit of a hair thing there. Maybe someone's ring or watch or something might have just caught it a little bit. Really clean through the rest of the car here. Looks like we've got genuine Outlander rubber floor mats there too. And like I said, we've got the half leather, half cloth interior, so they look awesome, but it's also a little bit cooler during the hotter months. Very tidy through the back as well. And of course across that dash there too. So in the glove box here, all your manuals, books, everything's on the inside there. Like I said, full service history down in Tamworth. So with the Mitsubishis, they're real easy. So only every 15,000 kilometres or 12 months. So we've got 2019, 1,700 at Tamworth. 2019, 1,500 Tamworth. 2020, 30,000 Tamworth. 2020, 44. 2021 at 40. 2022 at 76. So not due again until 90,000 kilometres or May next year. So excellent service history there. It's been really, really well maintained. Exactly the sort of cars that we do look for. We'll keep heading around. So just while you can see it on that light, that's not actually tinted windows in the back, that is just privacy glass, so you'll still get sunburnt through them. But don't stress, we can actually do the window tinting here as well. So if that's something you want to look at, just let us know. We can fit it all before it comes down. Again, very tidy through the back here. You've got the child locks there as well if that's necessary for you. Again, we've got these genuine rubber mats on the back here too. Very clean through here. Also got the handle to fold that forward. That's going to slide forward, giving you access into the back, into that third row of seats. Cup holders, seat belts, of course, little tie down points, everything through the back there too. Seat belt up in the roof, and the other one there as well. So we've got your child anchor points, so 1, 2, and 3 on that one over there. So these will of course come back, click back into place, and that sits back up as well. So very tidy through the other side there as well. Now with these two, so you actually lift that up. So I've just pulled that out forward. That comes forward and drops down. We've got a little lever here too. So this is another reason why I love these Outlanders. They're one of the only ones that'll do this. That goes forward and gives you a flat, completely flat bed. So once these seats, I'll show you in a second, fold down as well. It gives you a massive amount of boot space through the back there too. Fuel releases over this side here. Very clean across that back alloy as well. Looks like just the tiniest little scuff just there and there, but heaps of tread left in there too. Pretty clean across the back quarter panel as well. Got rear parking sensors all across the back there too. Looks like just a little bit of, again, just a little bit of dirt. So very tidy across the back there as well. We've got a little chip just there, which is just those common luggage ones that you do get. So your release is just up under there, along with the reverse camera there too. Very clean through the inner of the door. Again, being the 7-seaters, we've got a little bit of storage under there, a little privacy screen too. You've got 2 little straps, so this top one's going to drop it down, lay that flat, so in line with the rest of the car there, giving you a massive amount of boot space. Or we just pull that strap again, and it just clicks into place, and you can lift that one up as you need it as well. So same thing for the other side, you just pull that strap, drop that down. So it's completely independent to how you want to use the car, of course. Close that up for you. So just down the rest of the car now too, so down the driver's side. Very clean down there. Just down to that last wheel now as well. And just a tiny little tiny, nope, that's just come straight off. And again, pretty much brand new tyres through there too. Again, I've done an awesome job looking after this, dead set. A little bit of a scuff just there. I reckon they've just caught something putting it into the back seats. I reckon a bit of polish may clean that up. It's always something we can look at, just remind me. But otherwise, you also got the aircon vents through the back there too. So finally just that driver's door. Again, just a little bit of a hair, tiny little dot there. And finally through the driver's side now as well. So electric windows the whole way around, central lock and window locks. You can tuck those mirrors in, so the same way when you lock the car that they fold in. If you push that button there, it's going to do it automatically for yourself as well, so you've got control of that too. Being the LS again, so we've got electric adjustment seats on this side, so we can raise that up, tilt that back, all different directions depending on how you like sitting. We've got the bonnet release just here for you, so I'll pop that because I will show you that in a second as we jump on in. So as long as those keys are in the car, because we do have obviously the push button ignition, so you get the little push button over here for you. So foot on the brake, push that, and that's him. So only 80,893 kilometres. Obviously needs a little bit of fuel there as well. I've of course just popped that bonnet there too. But no engine lights, no dash lights, of course. We don't won't let anything on the yard like that. One of the perks of being a Toyota dealership is the quality of standards, of course, we have with all our cars. As we zoom out a little bit, you've got the steering wheel up here. So again, with the LS, you've got the paddle shifts through here. So you can go up, down the gears on the left-hand side, up the gears on the right-hand side. So if you're towing, coming up to steep hills, even just down to steep hills, to be honest with you, just gives you a bit of control over those gears, even if you just want to drive it a little bit quicker. And like I said, just have a personal control over the actual gearing. You've got the options to do so as well. So you can do it from either there or down below. Up on the steering wheel itself, so Bluetooth controls from up here, different radio stuff as well, so different AM, FM stations, Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff operated from the actual steering wheel itself. Turn that down. Cruise control is all up on the right hand side here. Your safety mitigation is just there for you too. As we go around, so we've got automatic headlights, trying to show you as much as we possibly can. Automatic headlights, so you can flick those to automatic like that. They'll turn on and off as they need to. So daytime, nighttime, all that kind of stuff, rain, hail, shine, you name it. Otherwise, parkers, headlights, high beam and blinkers are all like normal. And we do have an automatic button for the high beam too, so they're light sensitive. So if you're driving along and they pick up another car coming towards you, they'll turn on and off automatically as well. So again, just like that, you can turn it on and off yourself. That little menu down there, so you've got a little pages button here, so that will flick between them. Obviously we've got the refuel there and the bonnet open as well, but that'll dump between the different pages, so your A and B trip meters, all that sort of stuff from the inside there. Down below we've got all those parking sensors around the car, so you can turn them on and off. If you don't like them, you can turn them on and off. So if you're sitting there parked and you've got a car in front of you and it's beeping, that sort of thing, it gives you control over that as well. Lane departure warning, so if the car starts to drift over the lines because you're not paying attention or anything like that, the car will actually react and pull you back. So it's an excellent safety system for the 1% of times that you actually that you really need it. And of course your forward collision mitigation here too. So you've got near, far and middle, depending on how you like driving. So if you're out in the middle the open country, set it to far away. If you're driving around town, set it to near. And basically if a car in front of you jumps on the brakes and you don't react in time, the car will actually brake for you too. So awesome little safety features there for you. It's just those 1% of times that you desperately need it. Auto dimming mirrors up here with little sun holders at the top there. We've got the mirrors and the lights on all of these as well. Drop down handles the whole way around, adjustable seat belts in the fronts as well. And of course a massive big touchscreen display here too. So you've got a reverse camera tucked away in the back there. Nice fixed lines, which makes it pretty much impossible not to line yourself up perfectly with the white lines in car parks, stuff like that. You can physically see the back bar there too, so you know exactly how close you are to two items that are behind you, of course. As soon as we go into park, massive big touchscreen display, nice big buttons, so we can jump straight into all those menus. Apple CarPlay up here too, and Android Auto, so depending on what phones you got, you can use your phone, plug it into the USB with your charging cord, and it'll actually project your maps and apps up onto the screen here itself as well. Otherwise, that home menu is going to bring you back here every time, so we can jump straight into the phone call, straight into the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, AM, FM, all that sort of stuff from here as well. And then of course we've got your settings and everything, all the personalization stuff on that next one too. Eco mode down there, great for driving around town. It's going to save you fuel obviously. Hazard lights in the middle there. Dual temperature, so again the passenger side can be completely independent to the driver, so if I'm sitting here freezing my guts off I can turn it up and the passenger can do the total opposite as well. Fan speed in the middle, where you want it coming out of course. Accessory plugs down the bottom. No, they don't do the cigarette lighter anymore, just a little plug. We got a little backup thing here, so with these keys, if you ever get a flat battery in the car or anything like that, or it doesn't recognize the key, it'll ask you to actually put the key inside here and it'll register it as well, so it'll help you actually if the keys get a flat battery or anything like that, it means you can still use them to start the car. Really nifty little feature. USB tucked away in there for you for that Apple CarPlay and charging your phone, stuff like that. Plenty of blank switches, so if you want to put a nudge bar or a bull bar or anything like that on the car and put spotlights on it at the same time, you've got plenty of switches there to do so. Cup holders through the middle. Full drive settings down here, so it is an all drive, so you get a couple of different modes in here. We've got full drive eco, full drive lock and full drive auto, so you can see it in the top left hand corner, changing between those. So give me a call, I'll explain those over the phone, but essentially your locks for on the loose roads, autos for driving around town, just basically the best way to leave it on, and of course full drive eco, so it's going to be your most fuel efficient version of driving with all four wheels. But again, I can go into a bit more depth than that over the phone because we're running out of time here on the video. Electric handbrake, I know you hated it, but they are pretty cool. So foot on the brake, push it down to disengage, pull it back up to engage, and we've got an auto hold there too. So if you're sitting at traffic lights or construction sites or anything like that, you can leave it in drive, push that button, and it's going to hold the car in place for you, so you can rest your foot. As soon as you're going to take off, it'll disengage. Heated seats, so you've got high and low setting for both of those for the front seats. Heaps of storage in the middle there as well. And an absolutely beautiful car. Cannot rate this thing enough. I'm a big fan of the Mitsubishis. So before I finish, I'll just quickly take you around the front. So open around that bonnet as well. So we've got little daytime running lights. So these guys, little LEDs are on the entire time as well. That car is beeping to let me know I've got the keys in my pocket because we haven't turned it off yet. And that of course is your common rail turbo diesel motor that you can hear there. So a little bit of room here if you ever want to put a spare battery or anything like that too. Just a beautiful setup in there as well. A little 2.2 turbo diesel, 4-cylinder, full service history, incredibly well looked after. So thank you again, Kate. Can't wait to hear feedback soon.